Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and time for a little talking about Monday Night Raw, my thoughts, and these are in no particular order. And again, I thank you for liking, subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. Check out my other channel, the Tom Brand 1. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And again, these Raw thoughts are obviously in no particular order, because why would I ever be organized? I mean, come on, you know me better. And I thank each and every one of you for subscribing. Raw from Brooklyn, Barclays Center, right in my backyard, just a mere about half an hour away. And it was a typical New York crowd. CM Punk chants, Daniel Bryan chants. And, these chants are just obviously just to get under the skin, as I'm sure you guys know, of, everyone in charge in WWE. But the opening segment, I think it had a decent reaction for Reigns. McMahon comes out in that opening segment, looking like he had a weird hair job. And this opening segment just dragged out. It dragged. You think when you hear Vince McMahon is going to be on Raw that this segment would pop off, like it would be something like the crowd would be into it. It would come off good. It really didn't come off that good. It seemed dragged. Reigns, he got a decent reaction. And they've changed Reigns' character where he does not look like a total goofball like he used to do with his corny one-liners. Now what they're having him do is talk less, more of the facial expressions, more of the smiling. Keeping it simple. And this is good for Reigns, because when they had him on the mic before, boy, oh boy, was that brutal. And in this opening segment, the new thing now is Stephanie McMahon last week tried to screw over Roman Reigns. It didn't work. Vince McMahon tried to screw over Roman Reigns, where he brought up Roman Reigns' family, the Wild Samoans, his uncle, his father, saying that he paid his father peanuts. Really didn't work, obviously, in storyline. And what does he do in Roman Reigns? He pushes Vince McMahon to the floor, to the mat. Obviously, they're in the ring. And during this time, Vince McMahon is like holding on to his neck, complaining about his neck. And then what do we see? Stephanie McMahon concerned for her father. But like I said numerous of times before, it's the little things that matter to me. If you're concerned with your father, you're running down to the ring. Why are we playing Stephanie McMahon's theme music? It just doesn't make sense. I'm running out to the ring, play my theme music. I just don't get it. What wound up happening, obviously, is Vince McMahon is taken in cuffs after he's pushes or touches a security guard that came down with Stephanie McMahon, who tried to arrest Roman Reigns for pushing down her father. That didn't work. So once again, Roman Reigns wins in this segment. And again, his character is doing much better. And a decent pop. You can't really say that was too much booing. I like the touch of, in particular, Neville coming down with the Slammy that he won for Breakout Athlete of the Year. Now, I'm not saying obviously I agree with that, But him carrying that Slammy makes the Slammies, whether we want to believe it or not, at least seem of importance to the actual athlete, the actual performer. That match lasted about 15 seconds. 15 seconds. The attack that Owens went on after losing to Neville in about 15 seconds was brutal. It was great. WWE saying that, a change will be coming, things will be different. In the first 45 minutes, you have 15 seconds of an actual wrestling match. Is that a change? Next, you have a backstage promo, Becky Lynch, and my gosh, I'm telling you, between that getup and her accent, she reminds me of Sheamus with a little tint of edge to it. Just a weird setup. Weeks on weeks, you hear chants of "We want Sasha, we want Sasha, we want Sasha." And well, you got Sasha. But when Sasha came out, it was a hush. Now I know it's kind of like over the last couple of weeks, it's been kind of blurry, where you don't know who the face and who the heel is for the Diva division. And people, cheering for Sasha, cheering for the Bellas. They don't know who to boo, who to cheer for. So they, do this skit where, not a skit, but this promo where Sasha Banks is wearing, Patriot hat for cheap heat, trying to establish her as a heel, a clear-cut heel, especially for this match. And this match just wore on and on. It was like for 15 minutes. I mean, it was a sloppy match. It had its spots there. But for the most part, it was sloppy. It was nothing to that match that Sasha was in with NXT Brooklyn. Two completely different matches. Did you notice Becky Lynch wearing a girdle? Did my eyes see correctly? New Day with that damn trumpet, man. Francesca, I found out the name was Francesca. Big Pop. Continue to love me, that New Day. New Day is over as fuck. So in the course of that, we're at New Day. It was Kofi Kingston versus Kalisto. And Kalisto pretty much beat Kofi Kingston in flat out, 2 minutes. Then you had Sin Cara fighting, right after that, Sin Cara fighting Big E Langston. And again, it's the little things that matter, where Sin Cara legitimately hurt his shoulder after taking that spill onto the ring floor off the apron. Now, and then you hear Big E in storyline saying, "Oh, did you hurt your shoulder?" Clearly he was holding on to his shoulder. The match was kind of like stopped for a few seconds. Little things that matter. Back in the old days, if someone, during the course of a match, whether it would be a work or a shoot, is holding on to their shoulder, you as the heel, wouldn't you go attack and work that shoulder? It's the little things that matter. Miz TV, Zack Ryder on Raw. Wow. A miracle. And this segment was almost like you had jobbers all over the place. You had Zack Ryder come out. You had one-man band come out there. You had Goldust come out. Truth with that little I love Truth with his, in that segment, with his a little bit too late to the party gimmick. You know what I'm talking about. We also seen Big Show come out in that segment, and yes, the Big Show is back. He's the first entrant into the Royal Rumble. The chance of please retire continue. When you look at Ryback there, some of his expressions when he was in that ring, he's like, why am I in the ring with these guys? Miz TV just continues to be horrible. Horrible. League of Nations, it's the little things that matter. The League of Nations dedicated their match to the Authority. But why didn't they run in the opening segment to possibly attack Reigns? It's the little things that matter. Little things that matter too. When you look at Raw here, why do you have a house show running at the same time that Raw is running? House show was running in Allentown, PA. Allentown, PA, compared to where Raw was in Brooklyn, is about 2 hours away. Why would you run those two shows at the same time? You were missing guys like the Wyatt family, the Dudleys who are from New York, would have had a great pop in Brooklyn. Charlotte. Listen, would this make Raw better? Probably not. Probably not. But at least it might have been semi-better, especially, if you had Team ECW, Dudley's there. Why do you run a house show when a live taping, a live TV event is going on? I just don't get it. I don't get it. The little things that matter, and as time goes on, it remains the same. Until next time, adios, over and out.